Hello again, friend. I've got a delightful yoga sculpt for you today. You are going to need a 3 or 5 pound weight or whatever household weighted items that you can find, water bottles, cans. We are going to start in a child's pose position. So let's come down on to our knees into tabletop. And from tabletop position, let's just make sure the knees are nice and wide. The knees are at the outer edges of the mat. The feet come together to touch behind us. We take an inhale here. We exhale, we send the hips back toward the heels, and we reach the fingertips in front of us, bringing our foreheads to the mat. We start to arrive here just by remembering that we're no longer where we were. We're not where we're going to be after our practice. We're simply just here. Start to not acknowledge any external noises. Start to notice any thoughts that may arise. And then draw the awareness to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Starting to notice how the belly inflates as we inhale. And the belly drops as we take our exhale. On your next inhale, I want you to take a deep belly breath through the nose, filling up the belly all the way. Open up, exhale, let everything go. See if you can sink those hips onto the heels. Inhale again, fill the belly up all the way. Exhale, let everything go, sink a little deeper. Last time, inhale, deep belly breath, fill the belly. Exhale, let everything go, sink deeper. Start to breathe freely, just returning the breath to as you would normally. Shift the weight forward and let's come onto our hands and knees for some cat-cow. So we want to make sure that our shoulders are directly stacked above the wrist. Our hips are directly above the knees. We take an inhale here. We drop the belly. We lift the gaze. We send the shoulders away from the ears for cow. And for cat, we press the mat away, arch the back, drop the head. We squeeze those knees together, drawing everything into the midline. Inhale again, drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. Exhale, round the back for cat. Let that head hang. Inhale again, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Last time, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Round the back, drop the head. We come back into a neutral tabletop position and we just start to sway the hips side to side, lubricating the hips a little bit, warming up the wrists. You can start to just roll around in a circle here, nice and slow. Take your time. Start to go the other way. Really get into the body here. And we meet back in a neutral tabletop position. And we're going to come onto our feet and get warmed up with some sun salutations. So feet come about hip width distance apart. We are pressing down in all four corners of both feet. We're squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs together, untucking the pelvis. Core is engaged. We're going to inhale. We bring the arms up overhead, touching the palms at the top. We exhale, we forward fold over the legs, shifting the weight into the balls of the feet, looking into the belly button. Inhale, halfway lift. So we send the hands to the shins, we reach to the crown of the head, and we send the tailbone back. We exhale, we come back down to forward fold, plant the hands, step that right foot back, drop the right knee onto the mat, flip the right foot. Inhale, come into your low lunge, arms come up overhead. Now in low lunge, you want to make sure that the hips are squared to the front of the mat by squeezing those inner thighs together. We lift out of the hips. We make sure that our knee is tracked over our ankle, pressing down into that top foot and into that back foot. Nice and strong low lunge here. Inhale, reach out of the hips again. Exhale, plant the hands down onto the mat. Tuck that right foot under, send the right knee off the mat. Send the left foot back, come into high plank. We drop the knees down onto the mat for our modified vinyasa, where we take an inhale here, shift the weight forward. We exhale, we squeeze the elbows nice and tight by the sides. We drop the chest, drop the chin either halfway or all the way down. Inhale, slide those legs back. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Activate the legs, come into cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, tuck the toes under. Press all the way to high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward dog. Now for our first downward dog, we're making sure that we're gripping the mat with the fingertips. We're pressing into the base knuckles, sending the shoulders away from the ears. Hips are nice and high. Bring that belly onto the top of the thighs. Heels are down and back toward the back of the mat. Start to pedal out the dog here, lighting up the backs of the thighs or the hamstrings. Good. We inhale, come high up on the toes. We exhale, we send the heels down and back. Inhale, high up on the toes. Exhale, heels down and back. Inhale, come high up on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, bringing the arms up overhead, touching the palms at the top. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale again, arms come up overhead, touch the palms at the top. Exhale, forward fold over the legs, look into the belly button, shift the weight into the balls of the feet, slight bend in the knees if you need it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're stepping our left foot back, plant those hands, and we're dropping the left knee onto the mat, flipping that left foot. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, coming into your low lunge. Pressing down into the top foot and into that back foot, squaring off the hips, squeezing the thighs. We inhale, we reach out of the hips. We exhale, we plant the hands. We tuck the left toes under, send that left knee off the mat. Send the right foot back, high plank. Dropping the knees here, taking a modified vinyasa. Inhale here, shift the weight forward. Exhale, squeeze those elbows nice and tight by the sides. Drop the chest, drop the chin, either halfway, or you can come all the way down. Inhale, slide those legs back. Press the tops of the feet into the mat for cobra. Exhale, from forehead to mat. Inhale, tuck the toes. Press all the way up to high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, come high up on the toes. Exhale, heels down and back. Inhale, come high up on the toes. Exhale, heels down and back. Inhale, send that right leg up and back. Bend at the right knee. And you can either keep the leg stationary here, or you can start to do small circles with that knee, warming up that right hip. If you do circles, make sure to rotate one way and then the other way. Inhale that right leg up and back again. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way through. We're going to grab our weights, punch the weights up, come into a high lunge. And we're gonna start with the weights down at our hips. So from our hips, we're gonna do some lateral lifts leading with the elbows. So we inhale here, we exhale, we send those elbows up to shoulder height, and then we lower back down. So we've got 8, 7, squeeze those shoulder blades together. 6, engage the core. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the weights down to the chest. Shift the weight into the right foot, and then send that left knee into the chest. We're gonna do some bicep curls here as we bring that left knee into the chest. Little pulses here for 8, 7, 6, engage the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Go ahead and drop that left foot down to the mat. And let's make a little space in between the feet, about 2/5 with distance. We shift the weight into the heels, and we come into a chair pose. Untucking the pelvis, making sure that there's a direct line from the head all the way down to the tailbone. We're gonna punch the weights up in the air. Hold here a couple breaths. From here, we're gonna break the weights down, send them back, and then we're gonna press them up to the top of their heads again. We do this for 8, 7, keep the core engaged, you got it. 6, squeeze those glutes, squeeze the knees together. 5, 4, squeeze those triceps. 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead and come back to standing position. Walk the feet out a little bit wide, a little less than hip width distance, but a little bit more than the chair width distance. We're gonna do some squat presses here. So weight comes onto the shoulders. We're gonna sit the booties back, take an inhale here, and on the exhale, we're gonna press all the way up, squeeze the booties at the top. Inhale down for 8, 7, 6, squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and break those weights. Drop the weights down. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. And we take our vinyasa. You can either do a modified vinyasa, or you can come with me. So we inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Settle into your downward dog here. Deep inhale, fill the belly. Open mouth, exhale, let everything go. Inhale, that left leg comes up and back. Bend at the left knee. You can either stay here, or you can do small circles or big circles with the left knee. Going one way, and then the other way. Inhale that left leg up and back. Exhale, send it all the way up to the front. And we come into high lunge, grab those weights. We know what's coming next. We start with the elbows tucked nice and tight by the sides. The hips are square to the top of the mat. We're high up on the ball of that right foot. We take an inhale here. We exhale, leading with the elbows, come up to shoulder height for 8, 7. Squeeze those shoulder blades together for 6. Engage the core. 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights by the sides, or keep the elbows nice and tight by the sides. Shift the weight into that left foot. Bring the right knee into the chest. Palms come up. Bicep curls, knee to chest pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes back down to the ground. Feet come about 2/5 width distance apart. We send the weight into the heels. We press the weight to the sky. We break it back down behind us. Squeeze into the triceps. We've got 8. Keep breathing here. 7. Good. 6. 5. Keep that core engaged. 4. We're almost there. 3. Squeeze everything to the midline. For 2. And 1. Coming back up to standing. Widen out your stance just a little bit. We're going to do some narrow squat presses. Weight starts on the shoulders. We sit back. We inhale for 1. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 2. Press that weight all the way up. 3. Keep breathing. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one. 8. Good work. Don't drop those weights just yet. I normally end with some abs, but we're going to do a little bit of cardio here. So, we're going to do like a modified weighted jumping jack. So, what we're going to do, we start with the elbows nice and tight by the sides, and we're going to lift them up shoulder height. So from here, we're going to clap the weight underneath the leg, come back up. Clap the weight underneath the leg, come back up. Let's do it. Stay here. Keep breathing. A little pause as you bring that weight up. Seven more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. What we're going to do now, I'll show you what your arms and your legs are going to do separately. So arms are going to come into this chest fly. And for your legs, you can either ski jump from side to side, opening and closing, or you can step out to the side. I'm going to do the step outs. So we're here. Let's do it. Make sure to keep those elbows squeezed nice and tight by the sides. T-Rex arms. Engage the core. You can go as fast or slow as you want. 7 more times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick rest. We're going to do that one last time. Those jacks. Elbows come up. And we're off. Weight comes under the knees. Keep that core engaged. Slight pause at the top. You got it. We're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into those chest fly ski jumps. Again, you can either hop from side to side using 1 foot, or you can use 2 feet. I'm going to use 1 foot. Keep those elbows nice and tight by the sides. T-Rex arms. Almost there. We're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Go ahead and get rid of those weights. Let me fix my mat. We'll do a nice little cool down. Woo! Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Wide stance here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands can either come to the outsides of the ankles. You can just place them in front of you on top of the mat. Or you can grab opposite elbows, ragdolling yourself side to side. Bring the hands to heart center. Using the balls of the feet and the hamstrings, you're going to slowly roll yourself up. Good. And then let's meet on our mats. Rolling down onto our backs. Let's take our right ankle and place it on top of our left knee. We send our hands through that hole and we bring our left knee into the chest. Drop that left foot to the mat and go ahead and switch sides. So left knee or left ankle comes on top of the right knee, and send the hands through that loop. Bring the right knee into the chest. Bring that right foot back down onto the mat. Plant both feet onto the mat. Tee up the arms. And just start to sway the knees back and forth. Windshield wiper here. And you can either end the video here or you can come with me for a quick Shavasana. If you are coming with me, we bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze everything into the center. We take a deep inhale here. Fill the belly up all the way. We exhale. We unravel everything out onto the mat. We start to bring the awareness back into the body. We remove the top of the tongue from the top or the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Part the teeth. We start to bring our focus either to one word, one thought, or just focus on our breath. Take a deep inhale, fill the belly up all the way. Exhale everything onto the mat. And whenever you're ready, start to bring life back into the body just by wiggling the fingertips, wiggling the toes, rolling the ankles around, rolling around the wrist, moving the head from side to side. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, we roll over onto one side, bringing the knees slightly into the chest, resting the head on the bottom bicep. We end our practice in fetal position, which is the pose that represents new beginnings, and the pose that reminds us that from wherever we are, we can begin again.